So let me just tell us the table of contents for today. Let me tell us the table of content for today so we can. This is not a Bible study, so I may not do opening prayer. I'm sorry. All right. So today we want to look into the structure of scoring songs, because right from time and forever and ever, song scoring is something you cannot run away from. As a vocalist, as a musician in total, as a vocalist, as a drummer, a keyboardist, violinist, blah 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 blah, it's something you cannot run away from. So I get different questions. How will I score this? How will I know the key of this? How will I know the key of this? Blah blah blah. So it's just important for us to look into the structure, so we should know how to approach things. I'm not against going to YouTube for breakdown, but you should be able to understand the breakdown, not just copy and paste. Be able to understand the breakdown that this was what I was trying to do there. Now I get. I don't know if you are getting me. So I will go with the outline. Today we are going to introduce ourselves into song scoring, how the workshop came about. We are going to define song scoring. We are going to look into the ways to score songs. We are going to look into the basic requirements in scoring song by ear. We are going to look into the outline of what to score. And then we are going to look into song examples. I'm going to look into song examples. That's the introduction. So how this workshop came about, I've mentioned in the beginning. I said one thing you cannot run away from as a gospel keyboardist is, especially if you're in gospel church, is the art and practice of scoring songs. You can't run away from that. Often most keyboardists go for you to break down. Sincerely, when I started to, every song is to break down. Every song. YouTube. How to play YouTube, how to play although it's a faster problem solving method, but it's not nutritious when we talk about your musical development. It doesn't really develop you. It can only develop you if you have a ground knowledge of music theory, so you can easily understand what the breakdown is all about. You understand what I'm saying? So it can't really develop you musically. That's the limitation. So this workshop, we are addressing a structural approach for you figuring out songs yourself, and will help you to sit down with your next choir song and score it yourself. You can even create song breakdown videos after this workshop. So let me define song scoring. To score a song simply means to know how a song was written, the lyrics, the songwriting, to know how a song was structured, the music sectioning, and to know how a song was recorded. That's the vocal and music harmonization or rearrangement. I'll repeat myself. If you catch that, you can type it on the group. To score a song simply means to know how a song was written, meaning the lyrics. We can browse the lyrics of a song, to know how it was structured, and to know how it was recorded. The writing part is the lyrics, the structuring part is the music sectioning, which instrument, what instrument they use, and to know how it was recorded, the harmonization, the arrangement. Okay? Hope someone is getting me. Hope I'm not talking to myself. If you say you scored a song, it simply means you play it like the original. Thank you. It means you can play it like the original, right? And simply listening to the song and lyrics does not mean you've scored it. Although it's a process, that's part of the process, listening and learning the lyrics. But it doesn't mean you scored the totality of the song. You can't tell me, like the song I sent to the group, the song I pinned. You can't tell me that you listen to it once and say, yes, I've scored it. I know it's not possible. No matter your skill level, I know it's not possible. I'm sorry to say. It's not possible because there are still some hidden details. There are some hidden details you need to learn. Alright? So scoring a song requires more attention and concentration than just listening. There are two types of listening. There's active and passive. You are washing your clothes, you are listening to a song. That's passive listening. Hope you know, musically speaking. But the active listening is you are not washing your clothes, you are not doing anything. You want to use that time to listen to song. Because mind you, those that are not doing anything in the music line, they listen to music, they are washing clothes, they are listening to oil on my head, they are listening to the song. That's just passive listening. They can do anything and listen to music, but there are sometimes a musician, you are using that time to listen to the song. It's not that you are picking beans and listening to, you are using that time to listen to the song. We refer to some music sheet as the score. Why it is referred to as the score is because in that sheet is the vocal part, the instrumentation, and the lyrics broken down in such a way that even though you do not hear the record, by looking at the score you can play it. That's why we call those sheets music a score. We're like, where is the score of the song? Meaning, where is the place where everything was written down? A musical sheet, we have the dynamics, meaning to tell you, play this part soft, play this part loud. Do you understand? So that's basically scoring songs. Like everything, I get everything back to back. So let me go to ways to scoring songs. I wrote 3 basic ways to scoring songs. I'll mention it here, and I would like you to type it to show that you are active. Number 1, by learning it from the score. Number 2, by learning it from the MIDI file. I will talk about MIDI file in this class. And number 3, scoring by ear. I repeat myself. Number 1, by learning it from the score. Number 2, by learning it from the MIDI file. And number 3 is scoring by ear. I hope somebody got that. Those are the 3 basic ways to score songs. So if you want to score songs, it's either you learn it from the score, or you learn it from the MIDI file, or you score it by ear. Hello? Those are the 3 basic ways to score songs. I repeat, by learning it from the score, by learning it from the MIDI file, or by scoring by ear. So please, can somebody help us highlight it on the group? Just mention the 3 ways to score songs. By learning it from the score, by learning it from the MIDI file, I'm waiting, and by scoring by ear. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's great. So let me start with the accuracy of those 3 is this. Learning it from the score, you are 90% accurate. That's the accuracy. You are 90% accurate learning it from the score. Learning it from the MIDI file, I will explain why you are 84% accurate. Scoring by ear, actually, you are 75% accurate. If you learn it from the score, you are 90% accurate. If you learn it from the MIDI file, you are 84% accurate. And if you score it by ear, you are 75% accurate. You will agree with me that none of them is 100%. None of them is 100% accurate. It is actually they are working together that makes it not 100%. They are working together still makes it 93% accurate actually. The remaining 7%, if you've guessed right, your guess is as good as mine. The remaining 7% is on the musician, not the music. I repeat, these are just statistics. 90%, 84%, and 5%. If you combine those 3 methods, okay, I download the score. There are some songs in which I will download the score, I will score it by ear, and if I can get the MIDI file, I check it. But still, those 3 methods can only give me 93%. The remaining 7% is on me, is on my musicianship. I hope you got that. So let's dive into it in detail. So when we say by learning it from the score, what do we mean? um some songs can be transcribed into music score. Okay, I'll tell you how to also transcribe a MIDI file to a music score. So if you were trained classically and you don't like MIDI files, some if a classical player is trained, they have this secret pride. Sorry to say, no, they don't. What's MIDI file when I can sight read? So you can transcribe any MIDI file to a music sheet, then you go and print, and you start sight reading, and you practice and practice. So some songs are transcribed into a music score, either full score or the instrument will be there, like, or separately. You see keyboard, synths, bells, and all that. So one thing that will help you is not even one thing. The major thing that will help you to learn from score is your ability to sight read. Is your ability to sight. This workshop will not teach you sight reading. Yes, let me just mention it. I'm not teaching sight reading in this workshop. So, but you should know how to sight read if you want to learn from a score. It will greatly help you, my brother. If you cannot sight read and you want to learn from a score, sorry, it's not even possible. So let's even leave that and go to the next one. So number two, by learning from the MIDI file. Okay, so now let me talk about MIDI file, because MIDI file has not been recent. It's not recently, like last 10 years. It has been on for some time, but many people don't know how MIDI file works, how helpful it is. We just used to see on our keyboard, we see MIDI compatible. So, okay, MIDI is the short form of musical instrument digital interface. That's just head knowledge. But it's a file that contains all the electronic data saved in the format. Meaning, if I have a MIDI file of, okay, let me say I play this thing. Yes. I just want to say, Baba oh, Asha. Really want to say, Baba oh, Asha. Now, that song, if I get the MIDI file and I upload it into any app that can read the MIDI, like that can read the MIDI file. It is said that VLC can read MIDI files, but it can't show you what is played. Alright. If I record that MIDI and I upload it into any okay, this app can read MIDI files. So let me show you something. Let me play MIDI file for you. Yeah. Hope you can see the keyboard now. Now, this is a MIDI file. Hope you can see the keyboard now. You should be able to see it. So this is a MIDI file. I uploaded the MIDI file on this app because the app can read MIDI files. The name of this app is Synthesia. Some people know it, some people don't. The name is Synthesia. 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 So if you want to learn, the name of this app is Synthesia. For you to be able to play MIDI files on this app, you have to purchase the version. If you are using a phone and you want to get the app, you purchase the version for 2,870. I'm just saying in case you want to purchase it. 2,870. Purchase it on Play Store. If you are using a laptop and the software, you purchase it for $39. Yes, $39. That's around 43,000 or so. So it depends. So I have to purchase it for the sake of this class. So this is Synthesia. Now, what happened is I uploaded the MIDI file on Synthesia and let me play it. This is what Synthesia does for me. It starts showing me what is played. Can you see? It starts showing me what is played on that MIDI file. So it means that if I get the song and the person that played on that song played waiting I don't know, I don't have to stress myself. I just get the MIDI file. I get my software, Synthesia. I upload my MIDI file on this software and it shows me what the person played. Like it shows me everything the person played, so I can get what the person played. If you also upload, and one thing about MIDI files is that it can assume the form of any let me use the layman language, any tone. If I change on this software, if I change the tone to strings, this same thing the person played, it will be played with the tone of strings. So a MIDI file just stores the data of the note in pitch and frequency and all that. So it's just like audio signals. So if you upload it to any software that can read MIDI files, so it will play it for you. You can change the tone. I want to change it to e-piano. I want to change it. You can change the tone. And if you want to learn from Synthesia, let me show you something. Let me show you. If you want to learn from Synthesia, see, I uploaded the MIDI file. Then I want to say practice the melody. I click on practice the melody. Yeah, you can see I click on it. Then see what Synthesia will do for me now. The first note played, Synthesia pauses and it shows me with a dot the note the person played. And then I try to get it. I try to play it. Immediately I play it, Synthesia moves to the next one. Can you see? Okay, it remains one note. See? Can you see it's showing me gradually? It shows me. So by that I can, if you want to learn like that you can, but some people will learn by slowing down the tempo. Let me slow down the tempo this time around, instead of learning one by one like this. Quit that. Let me slow down the tempo. Don't let me press. Let me play, watch and listen only. So let me slow down the tempo for you. So I'm slowing down the tempo. It will come out slowly. Can you see it? So if you are someone that can learn like that, so all those solo that I used to see, all those solo, just get the MIDI file, upload it on your MIDI app or software. If you are using a phone or a laptop, upload it there. Then you start getting what the person played. You start seeing it. Start seeing the note. Although I didn't do a research for this class, if MIDI files are converted to guitar, a guitarist tablature or chord chart. I actually didn't do the research, but I know that MIDI file contains the data of the notes that are played. All right. Hope you understand what a MIDI file is now. Please let me get your feedback. Hope you understand what a MIDI file is now. Now, if the person that played it was so selfish and he or she did not provide the MIDI file online, that no, I don't want you to know what I played though. I want you to use your head to score it and stress yourself, stress your life. It's simple. Just go online. There are several MIDI conversion tools. That you can use. So once you go online, then you upload your MIDI file. You click on MIDI converter. Same way you download videos from YouTube, their site. You click on MIDI converter, then you upload your file to your MIDI converter. Then it's converted to MIDI file. So, but I want to mention a limitation to this. If you use a straight MIDI converter for a song without the instrument, do you know it will convert everything in form of signals from the drum or from the kick? It will program them into signals in such a way that when you upload it on your MIDI readable app or software, it will read everything including the drum on the keyboard at once, and the note will be messy. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's if you use a straight free MIDI converter online, like you just upload your file, you convert it to MIDI, and you download your MIDI. It will be too messy. Okay, something happened when I wanted to check this song. I wanted to use this song that I pinned as an illustration for MIDI files and all that. So I just used a free MIDI converter. And when it came on the keyboard, oh my god. I was like, how many people is playing this keyboard? So everything was messy. The MIDI converter included the drums, included the shakers, included the snares, included the voices, everything. it just programmed everything to pitches that can be readable on the keyboard, and everything was just sounding messy. I didn't even listen to it to the end because it can damage my music here. Do you understand? That's if you use a straight converter. But there are also, okay, let me check. I have a message. Okay, so there are also some converters that we put them into instrument. The converter can read them. Who knows this app? Chordie. Chordie. Chordie app. Sorry, it's actually a software, not app by phone. It's a software. Chordie. Chordie has the ability to help you to read your MIDI files and to tell you this is e-piano, this is synth, this is bells. Hello? Hope you understand. But it's not free. Chordie is expensive. But it's worth it. It's worth even more than that if you want to get several instruments. Because if you just convert a MIDI file on your own for free, it will be messy. It's only if it's only a piano solo. For example, Domwe just play his God make a way. He plays with only piano. You know, if you convert it to MIDI, since it's only piano that is in the record, it's just piano that will play. Hope you understand the illustration I just gave now. Praise the Lord. Sorry. Hope you understand the illustration I just gave now. Let's move. This one. So let's go to scoring by ear. So this is actually the focus of the workshop. So that's why I want to talk about scoring by ear. So this is where we use our natural ear to score songs. Yes. And let me note something. I sent a video in my that the class that happened in my premium class. Okay, let me remove this one. Just go to the pianos. So this Synthesia, a paid version. This is a paid version of Synthesia. I can play my MIDI files. See, I have different MIDI that I recently played. I downloaded one Mike Berry stuff. I wanted to get some of his movements. I played it, so I have different MIDI. So I want to show you something, so I go into free play. So I want to change the instrument, my Synthesia. I want to change the instrument. Let me change to e-piano. You understand? So now scoring by ear. Okay, I said I wanted to mention something. So some people should not feel disappointed. Hello, not all songs can be scored completely by ear. I will repeat myself, and I don't even stand to be corrected. Not all songs can be scored completely by ear. You get why? I will mention two songs. Okay, actually, the song I pinned, I scored it by ear. I made sure I scored it by ear because I want to teach by example. So I didn't do MIDI or I scored it by ear. At the point I converted to MIDI so I can explain, but I scored the whole song by ear. I didn't learn from MIDI. Okay. So please, who knows this song? Those that know me for like 3 years know that I love this arrangement. Who knows Lingos by Snacky Poppy? There's somebody that I know that knows it on this chat. Who knows Lingos by Snacky Poppy? Okay, Lingos is a record by Snacky Poppy, and I submit to you that you cannot score Lingos by ear. You cannot score it by ear. You cannot score it completely by ear. Even though you score the beginning. Yeah. Even though you score the beginning by ear, you score the chords by you score those ones by ear. When you now get to the part of my role model, Korean, and you want to score the beginning chords by ear, you can't. I repeat again, so that you shouldn't waste your time. You can't. So some songs cannot be scored by ear because there are some chords that you can actually you can detect the name of the chord, but you cannot you cannot detect the voicing. There are some songs that you can detect the name that okay, this sounds like a major and he just did some alterations and some extensions, but you don't know how he altered it, you don't know how he extended it, you don't know the voicing. especially if somebody is using slash chords and all that. Okay, we'll talk about slash chords. So some songs can't be scored by ear. There are some hidden things that only a MIDI player, or if this sheet is available. I learned Lingos mostly by the score. I downloaded the songbook. So I learned it to know what each instrument. I learned each instrument actually, not completely, but I learned each instrument to a point. So there are some songs that only a MIDI player can figure out. Because a MIDI player will even show you the mistake of the pianist that I did not hear in the record. Maybe the pianist is supposed to play a C sharp dominant flat 9, and the pianist plays a C sharp dominant and he added a 13th, a C sharp flat 9, then he added the 13th. And you know, when you're hearing the recording, you are vibing to it normally. When you're hearing the recording, you are vibing to it normally. You are just, hey. So instead of this C sharp, you just hear. But because you are vibing to the recording normally, you just dance. But a MIDI player will show you the mistakes. So there are some songs you cannot score by ear. So let's go. Let's go to basic requirements in scoring song by ear. There are several prescriptions on the easy way out in scoring song by ear, but I'll group them into three basic requirements. Number one, if you need to write. Number one, your hearing device. Your hearing device. If you are telling me the same way you used to hear VN on WhatsApp, it's the same way you want to be scoring song, that you put the phone speaker near your ear, you now be hearing it, you now say, okay, it's do fa la so ti re fa. I'm sorry. Some song you can get it like that. I don't want to mention names of songs. You shouldn't think I'm song shaming. But some songs you can get it like that. You can, my daddy, la, okay, baby, oh, fa. You say, okay, do, so, okay, all right. But if you want to score Tim Goffey praise break, the first part, or Tosimbi praise break, that was a hit. And you now put the phone near to your ear. Now say, okay, waiting they play. Okay. I'm not trying. I'm sorry, you are doing the wrong thing. So your hearing device is number one thing. Because the producer did a lot. So to capture the full essence of music production, one of the first things to do, have a good hearing device. Have a good headphone. Okay. Even though buying headphone can break your bank at this point, buy earpiece. A good one, not 150 earpiece, and on Sunday, basis will be telling you it's far. You say no, na la I hear, because you use 150 earpiece to hear the song. So have a good hearing device. Get a good headphone, a good earpiece. Now capture the whole beauty. Hear what the producer did actually, or play it through a good speaker. Some songs I'll play through my keyboard speaker, while some songs I will say, there are some little things. It depends on the role I want to play in the song in church. I'll be like, there are some little things. May I use earpiece? That will be, no. May I use headphone? I don't even understand. So the song I pinned, I edit from Bluetooth speaker, from my keyboard speaker, with earpiece, with headphone. But I edit with virtually most hearing devices. So if I not hear this thing here, I will hear it with this headphone. So that's just it. Have a good headphones. Listening directly from your speaker is not a good way to score songs. Yes, the hearing device you use is a factor to successful song scoring. These theories are not just for theory's sake. It will help. Because there are things to set the stage than just jumping on the keyboard and say, okay, waiting they play. So number two, your musical ear. A good hearing device on a bad musical ear will give you a wrong result. Same way, a bad hearing device on a good musical ear will still give you an imperfect result. I know some musical ears will want to argue, but it still give you an imperfect result. So we all have musical ears that can be developed. Yes, we all have musical ears that can be developed. For listeners, the kind of music they listen to shapes their musical ear and how they receive songs. So it's a developed musical ear that accounts for the reason some people score songs faster and easily than others. Yes, you need to get that. is a developed musical ear that account for the some people score songs faster and easily than others. That's why you can give your MD the song and the MD say, okay, Auto say mi fa re mi do re ti do so fi. But you hear the song for like 2 weeks before you get mi fa re mi. So it is the musical ear, even though you have a good head for more than your MD. So how to develop your musical ear? How to develop your musical ear? How to develop your musical ear? The prerequisite number one: know how to get the key of a song. And let me do a practical demonstration. This keyboard is I do. Know how to get the key of a song. Now, getting the key of a song depends on the tonal center, and this is how I tell people: get the tonal center. The tonal center is in layman language the do. So if I sing a song like pardon my voice, I'm sorry, too much of groceries. Hey, Oluwa, when I started, I will be listening to the end, like I'll fast track to the end of the song and it in my mind. Hey, Oluwa, not all the time, but most time, that last note is the one. That's the do. Hey, Oluwa, then I'll start looking for it, ascending or descending. Although, okay, I will say it later. Ascending or descending. This is what I did. I the last note. Yeah, looked for it. Let me sing another key. Miracle, no the tire Jesus so. Lazy person, no the tire Jesus so. He don't do am before, he still dey do am again. Chai, miracle, no the tire Jesus. Miracle, no dey tire Jesus. To blessed person, no dey tire Jesus. He done do am before, he still go do am again. Child, miracle, no dey tire Jesus. All right. So that's the basic way. But do you know why that basic way is very annoying? It's very annoying when I'm in church and I'm singing miracle. And when your keyboard is on the loudspeaker, I'm here. No, they tired Jesus. Okay, it's very annoying. I'm sorry to say. This is not to insult those that are still looking for Kidawe, but let me be sincere. You can do better. That one is very, very annoying. Very annoying. Very annoying. So very annoying because if I'm the one singing, I'll just say, please let the congregation sing, no instrument, please. You think it's a move of the spirit, but it's just a polite way to tell you to shut up. I don't want to hear you. Do you understand? So God will help us. Amen. So one thing I'll just advise you to do is familiarize yourself with the relative tones, meaning if I press this, I will know if it is the do of the key or the re of the key. Although before you can get here, you need to do the first step I mentioned. That you cannot skip that. You cannot. It's only if you are classically trained you can actually skip that to a point. Yes. So, but you need to know how to get. Okay, let me just sing a song on another key. Which song? Okay, do you know this song does not end on do? My daddy, okay, I'm still singing on the former key. My daddy, your baby is singing. I'll be singing and dancing and shouting. Do mi re do mi re re. The song ends on re. So if you are still on that method I taught you, I'll be singing and dancing and shouting. Eternity. You are not looking for eternity. You are not telling me this is the key. My daddy. No. Eternity. Sorry, I even got the key. Eternity. Yeah. Singing and for eternity. You're not telling me this is the key. You now do my daddy. Oh, I can't stop with the mic. So, please don't stay at that level. Be able to know the relative pitch. So if I'm singing, my daddy, your baby is singing, I will be singing and dancing and shouting for the rest of eternity. And I pick, let me strike any key, eternity. Let me strike key, F sharp, let me change E flat, eternity. So this one is sounding like the re, almost the re, eternity. Can you see this already? The do. Do. My daddy, your baby is singing. I will be singing, dancing, and shouting for the rest of eternity. My daddy, can you see? Let me sing another song. Which song? Which song do you know? Which song do you know? Which song that's one thing. When you are teaching, song you just run away. Song now. Let's use this song, Gary. I just want to say, Baba oh, Eshe. I really want to say, Baba oh, Eshe. Which key should I press? Which key should I press? Let me press G. I just want to say, this is sounding like the Z. The Z, la, ti, do. I just want to say, can you see? Just know the relative pitch. So any key you strike, you will know if it's the do, if it's the fi, if it's the mo, if it's the re, if it's the do, if it's the la. Do you understand? Last example before we go on. Which song? Song now. Song. Let me sing this song. Let's make people cry. Okay, SS Love. Jesus, you love me too much, oh, too much. Oh. Give me a key I should strike, please. Type, too much, oh, excess love, oh. Hey, Jesus, you love me, oh, Chimo. Okay, I type A because I said A. That's good. Too much, oh. This to the Z. Zila, too much, oh, excess love, oh, Zila, Tito. Jesus, you love me too much, oh, too much, oh. Too much, excess love. You understand? Sorry. Can you see? So you know the relative pitch. Anything, you know the relative pitch. So it's that I think that's some people have perfect pitch. I don't know how to train you to have perfect pitch. I won't lie. Because I'm also pressing for that. By the grace of God, I'm not there yet. Some people have perfect pitch that they won't even press key. They'll tell you it's on key F, it's on. So I said the prerequisite for don't forget where we were. Sorry for going too much. I'm talking about how to develop a musical ear. I said you should know how to get the key of the song, know how to get the melody, know how to get the tonic so far, know how to get the tonic so far. Especially if you're a wounded player. So, but know how to get the tongue so far of the song. Jesus, you love me too much, oh, so dirty last so far. You know, this post-impressionism, or what they call this age of music, it has affected us in a way that reharmonization is now getting more than harmonization. Improvisation is now getting more than original. So that's why you see someone play. He doesn't know tons of our but we play now and his ignorant friends will say, Kai, boss, that was fire. You get the first know to get the exact tonic so far. It will help you in your voice leading. It will help you. So if you want to create chords, you want to create those face squeezing chords, the melody will help you because mind you, most pianists do is that they work on their melody. They work on their melody. If they want to do an intro and they say, okay, my melody will be mi sol la re do. So they can just say, okay, let me just do it like this. I see. I did mi sol la re do. So I see. So they worked on the melody, and it's from that melody they just got their chords. Then they have mi sol la re do. That's good. Let me so far.
All these things are spontaneous. I don't rehearse it. I don't rehearse them. So I'm just trying to tell you that melody. Re mi do ti so. La ti do fa. So my melody is helping me. Do you understand? My melody. So my melody is helping me to voice lead. To voice lead. It's helping me. So sorry for that break. So the melody, not get the melody of the song. If it's a miracle, no, they tire Jesus. So not to get the melody, not just you say you want to improvise. Before you break the rules, you should know them, right? So now to get melody, and how do you get melody? Number one, first learn. You can first learn some melody by like the exact one. You check the tongue so far. Maybe someone tell the tongue so far. If you can sight read, is a plus. We get to take the melody of all in the power of Jesus' name. When I started the church I used to play for, the church will not tell me the in. It's when they plan, but they say we are singing from in this. So I will not start playing. Although I don't play where I score then. So but me knowing the melody help me. So me I'll just use melody to voice lead. I don't explain too much. Let me just be explain and go. So now, and you should also understand how to separate the various instruments. So when they tell you, Alpha, you are playing the song tomorrow and you are playing the brass section, you should not be asking me, which one are brass, which one are piano. I think that question is not needed. So now how to separate the various instruments played in the song. You can learn it one at a time. If you are also a vocalist, for adventure, you're a vocalist, you can learn the parts of the song, what the auto sing, what the tenor sing. Grow, no time. All right, so that's how to develop a musical year. I've gone to the prerequisite. Now, the major thing, familiarize yourself with the nature of basic chords and how they sound. And what do I mean by basic chords? I mean your major, your minor, your diminished, your augmented, and your dominant 7. Because this is what you now start helping. You will now be like, this is what they play right there. Although I may not know the exact chord, but it's the nature is a major chord. The nature is a major chord. A major chord is just the major third interval and the minor third interval. This is what I mean. Pick your C. Hope I'm recording. Record. Good. I'm recording the MIDI file of this part now. Pick your C. Let me pick it. This is my C, right? A major third interval is just 4 semitones away. You know a semitone. A semitone is just going to the next available key. Not next available, the next key. Because other keys are available. Forward, semitone, 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 semitone. Those are semitones. So now, from here, when I say major third interval is 4 semitones, count 4 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you understand? From here to the third interval is now close. So this is the major third interval. If minor third interval is 3 semitone, meta, query, 3 semitone. Meaning from here, how to do the minor third interval? Count 3 semitones. 1, 2, 3. You see? From here, 1, 2, 3. So from here, I will count from 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, so I say the major chord is your root. The major third interval 4 semitones, and the minor third interval 3 semitones. I tell some students that I just say it has formula of 4-3. I just first told you the theory, but know that it has formula of 4-3, meaning count 4 first, 1, 2, 3, 4, then count 3, 1, 2, 3. So 4-3. So C major, C sharp, E flat, F sharp, G flat, E, these are major third intervals. If you don't understand anything, indicates. So that's the major chord. That's the major chord. Major third, minor third. A minor chord is minor third and major third. You know these things, but let me refer. minor third interval, major third. From here, pick a minor third interval, 3 semitones. 1, 2, 3. Then pick a major third interval, 4 semitones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, thank you very much for that. So, this is minor chord. 3 semitones, 1, 2, 3, then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The major chord is 4, 3. 4, 3. Minor is 3, 4. So that's a minor chord. Now, a diminished chord. I said we are talking about major, minor, diminished, augmented, and dominant 7. And although we have jazz keyboardists and gospel keyboardists, we're having one fight that we don't know what to say. Who will say to it? Jazz will tell you chords are from scales. Gospel will tell you scales are from chords. But this is what I'm trying to say. If you play a major chord, if I say this C major, it means I'm telling you I'm playing it from C major scale. C major. So you also want C major scale. F major. F major scale. G major. G major scale. So that's just it. Moving on, a diminished is a symmetric chord, meaning a diminished is a minor third, a minor third, a minor third, count 3, 1, 2, 3. Just say 3, 3. Then 1, 2, 3. That's a diminished chord. This is if this and okay, diminished means you make it smaller. Another way they call diminished is if this C major, make C major smaller, make this one smaller, make this one smaller. C major, make this one smaller, make this one smaller. Why augmented is to make bigger, make it bigger. I feel I'm going forward too much. Diminished is 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Yes. Augmented is 4, 4. Major third, major third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So a diminished is symmetrical. Augmented is also symmetrical. I don't think it's that. I'm talking about major. Diminished. Augmented. 7. Let me save this. Let me get a feedback if you get everything so far. This is going to sound good. Okay. We move. No time. So now dominant 7 is your major chord, then add flat 7. Excuse me a minute. I want to have a word with my sound engineer. Or we are sure that this one will do. Thank you very much. So back to business. A dominant 7 is a major chord. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's flat this way. Record MIDI file this one. Okay, dominant 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flat this 7. Then play a major 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So if you want to get the music theory, major third, minor third, minor third, major third, minor third, minor third, major third, minor third, minor third, major third, minor third, minor third. So, but it's just like pick your major scale and flat the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. You understand? That's the dominant 7 chord. Now, this is how to develop your musical ear. Know how they sound. The major chord sound bright. Let me change my tone to a piano, acoustic grand piano. The major chord sound bright. Very bright. The minor chord sound dark. Now, some people tell you major chord sound happy, minor chord sound sad. I don't go with that. Because the last time I checked in our praise, is minor chord that we used to survive. So, and when that one start like this, that's when all the musicians shines, bass shines. So I don't go with a major chord sound happy, minor chord sound sad. No. Instead, you can say a major chord sound bright, a minor chord sound dark. Okay, sorry. Let me get carried away. So, no major chord sound bright, minor chord. I would have done a test, but you have seen the keyboard, so you know if it's a major chord, minor chord. Familiarize yourself with the different major chords we have. Minor chord. Just familiarize yourself with the different minor chords we have. And then know how diminished chord sound. Diminished chord just to sound uncertain, as you can resolve it somewhere. So augmented chord, I don't know how that one is. That one is on another word on its own. Augmented chord, that was what we used to use for our cartoons. We use augmented chord on the old scale. Our Wonderland. So those are how they sound. So your practice, it shouldn't be done because you have things to cover. Your practice should be trying out the major chords. The major chords. They know how they sound. You're making So just know how they sound. Try the diminished. So know how the diminished sound. Know how the minor sound. So know how the major sound. So know how the major sound. Just know how those different ones sound. So that if you hear a chord in a record, even though you don't know the extension, you can know that okay, major the play, major the play. I'm sorry, I'm speaking. Okay, so now I wrote something down. Let me save this one. I wrote something down which I would like to mention. I said that. Okay. Save. Yeah, I deleted it from the list. I said that. Hope you guys are still with me. Hope my guys are still with me. So I said that the truth is that the real ear is scoring song by ear is your musical. The truth is that the real ear is scoring song by ear is your musical ear, and that musical ear is built by your theory and music vocabulary. In other words, you will hear what you know. Oh, it's just like in real life. They'll say it's what to pay attention to that you will hear. Some people will say bad things about you. No, piano class is turning to motivation class. But it is what you know you will hear. If you don't know how a C7, how a C13 sharp 11, if you don't know how it sounds like, okay, let me put the keyboard. Let me pad it. So if you don't know how it sounds like normally, and you hear this record, and you hear the record, you're confused. Like, what's this? But me that I know I see 7 sharp 11 sound on the record. So me that I know how it sounds. Me that I know how it sounds normally that okay, these are the 7 sharp 11 sounds normally. C13 sharp 11 rather. Is that what the keyboard gave me? The synthesizer didn't even name it. Okay, but since I know it, if I hear it, I'll be able to detect. Oh, sharp 11 here, Jerry. I don't even understand. I'm able to detect if I hear a minor let me say minor 9 or so. This is minor 11 rather. So if I hear this chords, I'll be like, okay, this is an extension in the minor chord, this is a minor 11. So I can, if I want to go back, so I can improvise on that because I know how they sound and I know the nature of the chords. So your real ear is in your theory and vocabulary. So dear musician, improve your theory. Know how those chords sound. So if you start scoring songs, okay, before we get to that, okay, you understand the part that is what you hear. So develop your theory, dear musicians, develop your theory. It will help you. Theory is not just a waste. Develop your theory. Know how each song sound. Just get familiar with how each chord sound, so you can know. So that's that. So I said something. I collected something from most pianists I know.